"Ma'am, I'm really hungry. Could you spare a little something to eat?" "Old man, are you begging? Do you know how much this food costs? Get lost. Don't embarrass yourself here." The old man slowly pulled a single coin from his pocket, his voice barely a whisper. "I have nowhere else to go. This is all I have. Please, even just a little. $1? That won't even buy you the crumbs off this table. If you want food, don't live like trash." The store owner came rushing out, red-faced. "Sir, you're scaring off my customers. This isn't a place for begging. Leave, now." A few patrons snickered. Others reached for their phones to film. The old man quietly slipped the coin back into his pocket. "I'm sorry for bothering you." Then he turned and walked away, shoulders bent, eyes on the ground. A few blocks down, a small breakfast shop had just opened for the morning. Inside, Emily was prepping ingredients, her sleeves rolled up, humming to herself. The bell above the door rang. The old man stepped in, exhausted. "Child, I'm so hungry. Could I please have something to eat?" Emily froze, wiping her hands on her apron. "Sir, I just opened. I haven't even made a sale yet. I'm afraid I don't have much to..." The old man nodded and turned to go. "I'm sorry. I smelled something good. I couldn't help myself." But Emily saw his hands trembling. Something in her chest tightened. "Sir, wait. Please sit down." She brought him a full plate, hot and steaming, and a cup of tea. "Take your time. Consider it a gift. From my very first customer of the day." He ate slowly, like a man afraid the food might vanish if he rushed. When he finally looked up, his eyes were wet. "Child, thank you. No one has ever treated me like this before." Emily smiled gently and sat across from him. "I understand hunger, sir. I grew up with it. My mother used to say, even if you're poor, never let your heart go hungry." He nodded slowly, still eating with care, as if the warmth might disappear. Then quietly he said her name. "Emily Sanders." She went still. I never told you my name." The old man's eyes held hers, calm and knowing. "I saw how hard you've worked to hold your life together. I saw your mother share her last meal with someone who needed it more. I know how you pray every night for strength." Tears spilled down Emily's face. Who are you?" In an instant, the tattered clothes were gone, swallowed by a soft golden light. Where the old man had sat, a figure now stood in white robes, calm and radiant. "People see only what's on the outside. I see the heart. Emily, you are blessed. What you gave today wasn't just a meal. It was dignity, returned to someone who had lost it." And then he was gone. On the table sat the untouched plate of breakfast, and beside it, a $1 coin. Emily picked it up, holding it against her chest, tears still falling. "I know it was you. Thank you."